Hi, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. I am a soul therapist and an intuitive that connects with the angelic energy, and I help the helpers, the healers, and the light bringers of this world to live their most magical life. So if that's you, make sure you hit that subscribe button below with the bell so you can get notifications for all the videos that I'm sharing here on this channel. We're going to dive into your month of March 2021. What do you need to know, and what messages do the angels have for you? Now, you'll hear me say at the beginning, sun, moon, and rising. And that's because what I recommend that you do with these videos to get a more personalized reading is that you find out your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign, and you watch all of those videos so that you can get a more comprehensive reading for yourself. I think it's really helpful, but definitely watch your sun sign video. So we're gonna dive in. And so I'm excited for Leos here with this energy because I really have watched the progression, with the energy with you guys, and what a journey it's been. And there's been so much growth, but you guys have been through a lot. There's been a lot of change. There's been a lot of shifting. There's been a lot of soul searching. And I see this month being your return to power. I see you really stepping back into that, really understanding that, really waking up in so many ways and saying, you know what, like that's kind of bullshit that I've been tolerating certain things in my life, or that I've been stuck in this pattern or stuck in this situation. And yeah, you start to recognize the bullshit and where you need to make some changes. And that feels so incredibly empowering to me when you do that and when you allow this. So allow yourself. I think you might feel a little feisty this month, and feel like some of the things that happen for you really push you to that point. So know that even if there's frustration, know that even if there are things happening for you, it is meant to bring you to this place of empowerment. So try not to dwell too much on it. Let it propel you forward. Let it help you to make the changes that you need to make, but try not to dwell on it too much, because that's totally not the point of these things happening. And I feel like specifically that you're going to find yourself, as particularly in regard to like interpersonal relationships, right? So different relationships in your life or different people that you're connecting with. I see you taking a step back and really recognizing where someone in your life or somebody that you're connected to does not wish you well, or does not have good intentions, or just no longer aligns for you in your life, and you're taking a step back and you're looking at that. And although you have felt these things with this person or these people for quite some time on an intuitive level, it's like you're finally being honest with yourself. You're finally setting aside the excuses that you've made for this person or these people. And again, you're taking a look at that going, no, that's bullshit and I don't deserve that. That's not something that I tolerate in my life anymore. And so allow this process to happen, because I see you really clearing away. It's an energy vampire energy, quite frankly. It's somebody that you just feel really, really drained by. And if you're honest with yourself about how you feel after interacting with this person, how you feel after going through this process with them, you will recognize where the changes need to be made. And I think that you will truly admit to yourself where their motivations are coming from, that maybe they don't have the best intentions, or maybe they aren't the person that you thought that they were. And that's really sad, but I just feel this empowerment that comes on the other side of this. So I want you to allow it, and I want you to really let yourself be honest with yourself, because what follows that is you really expanding into this energy that you've been building upon, that you've been working upon. And that's like this this seeking in your life, this seeking of like truth and wisdom and better things for yourself. And it's like the beginning of that journey where you're starting to say, you know what? Okay, I didn't deserve that. And what do I deserve? And what do I want in my life? And how am I going to go out and begin to make some of these things happen for myself? And so it's like the beginning of this really beautiful journey that you are finding yourself on, and finding yourself really seeking some different things in your life. I also just keep seeing, in my mind, because sometimes as I'm doing these readings, like I'll see feel the energies of cards, tarot cards, or see them, and I just keep seeing the Hierophant. Okay, and so to me, this is very much about connecting with a guide in some way. So maybe or connecting with your spirituality. So really connecting yourself with people in your life that are going to help to foster this journey that you're beginning through their own religious perspectives, spiritual perspectives, doesn't have to be religious, through their own ways of viewing. So basically, I guess, I'm not even saying this clearly, but you want to really surround yourself with people or have conversations with people that really have a spiritual component. And like my friends know that if they want to have a conversation and they want it to have a spiritual component, or they're needing to explore spiritual concepts, that they can always come to me, and they do, because that's always going to be part of that conversation. So those people that you can have those kinds of conversations with, or even a spiritual leader in some way, or somebody that you connect with, that you work with, that helps to guide you, a teacher, a spiritual teacher in some way. But I do feel like for some of you, that's going to really help to foster that. It really is a spiritual teacher, and that will show up in your life in many different ways. And I see there being opportunities for that showing up for you to kind of help guide this journey. And your job is just to be open to this. And by the way, not even just being open to that help or that support, but just being open to help across the board. I feel like, I feel like there's some stuff you need help with. I feel like there's some stuff that you could use some support with. And there's like a level of stubbornness where you're like, no, I can just do it myself. Or no, I can handle this. I've got it, And again, when you take a step back and you're really honest with yourself, if you need the help, if you need the support, or if you have people volunteering to help you with things and you're pushing that away, let them step in, let them help, let them step up for you, and let them show up for you. Because again, you are raising the bar with your expectations. And so you're going to begin to get a different kind of energy. And at first it can kind of be like, oh, I don't know what to do with this, when people are offering to help or people are wanting to show up for you. But be open to it, unless it intuitively feels bad in some way, be open to it. Be open to allowing that help and that support and that assistance on your journey. When I was meditating on this too, I also was seeing like the Devil card. Okay, so the Devil card is all about releasing yourself from the things that you have felt chained to. And the Devil card is a really cool card, actually, because it's very much based on the concept, like they have two people who are chained up, right? But it's based on the concept that they have the ability to release those chains themselves, and they aren't as stuck as they think that they are. And so where do you need to release chains? Where do you need to free yourself? What steps do you need to take to free yourself, to connect with a feeling of freedom, to release yourself from the past, to release yourself from relationships that don't serve you, to release yourself from what has been holding you back? And I think if you can allow that journey and allow that process and allow these answers to come through, I think that you have all the ability in the world to begin that process of freeing yourself, okay? I just keep hearing in my head, stop underestimating yourself. Stop underestimating yourself. And I think you've just been through so much that you forget how truly powerful you are. And this month is beginning to serve as a reminder. This is a renewal for you. This is like a refresher. This is a change, a shift, a fresh energy coming in if you are allowing it, right? If you're holding on to the past, if you're holding on to the things that you don't want to have change, if you are stuck in the way that things have to be and you're not letting yourself flow, I don't think you're going to have a very good month, because you're going to be fighting what wants to come. And what wants to come is this renewal. What wants to come is this release, this letting go, this moving forward, this stepping into what's next for you and this stepping into your power. And it's like, I see you really stepping into the possibility of so much joy and happiness and peace and successfully ending something that you felt stuck in for a long time and that you have struggled with and that you have maybe held on to. I don't know. I feel like it's like still you're like holding on to it, or some of you are really still holding on to it. And it's like, no, I'm ready to loosen my grip. I'm ready to let go. And when you do that, it allows you to progress, right? We're talking about progress. We're talking about moving forward, and it allows you to move forward. So let go. I don't know who needs to hear this, but some of you guys need to hear this. Let it go. Release it. Trust that what wants to come, what's going to fill this space that right now is going to feel like an empty space, what wants to come is so much better, is so much joy, is so much real happiness, true happiness, not fake Instagram pretend happiness, real happiness. And this wants to come in for you. But there's a letting go. There's that honesty, a level of honesty that you have to have with yourself in order to get there. And that's really key. But if you can do that, I hear like things looking up, things are looking up. And it's like you just move forward, In fact, like there's such a forward moving energy. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you are actually moving or, changing location in some way, stepping into a new, fresh space. There's a lot of powerful energy here with this. And I see you just making some big decisions for your life this month. And if I'm honest, I think you have several options ahead of you, right? I think you have several really neat things that are going to be manifesting for you that you're excited about, or like you just have options in different areas of your life. Okay, you have options. And so it's like you're looking at the options and you're trying to decide, what do I want to do? And you got to go with your intuition. You've got to listen to that little voice. And sometimes your intuition is much quieter than your logical voice. It's much quieter than your fear. It's much quieter than your ego. And so you really have to listen. You really have to go within and allow the answers to come. And I think if you take a little space for some quiet, for some reflection, for just time in your own energy so that this isn't being influenced by other people, and you let yourself feel it out, I don't think that you'll have any problem choosing between the options and choosing how you want to move forward with your life, because this is going to be really, really powerful. I do see like there's a part of where you're setting boundaries is in saying no more, is, especially I feel like boundaries around your time. And so like, it's like, no, I'm not willing to commit my time to that anymore. And no, I'm not willing to invest my time and energy into that anymore. And I see you setting more boundaries, and, this is not always easy to do, but I think if you can do this successfully this month, it's going to be a really much lighter month for you, because we want to make some space for some fun and some play. You guys, I feel like you need some play. As you're connecting with this power, you also have this playful energy coming in. I feel a creative energy coming in. So you may find yourself really inspired to do something creative, to be creating something. I think this is a great month for you to do that. So ride that wave, get started on something that you're wanting to create, do something creative. connect with that creative energy, I think you're going to feel really good. It's going to be a great outlet. It's going to be something really fun for you, but I think that it's also going to feel very purposeful and helpful in balancing in so many ways. So those are your messages for the month of March 2021. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit that like button below. If you want to learn more about me or about Clarity by Christy, you can check me out at discoveryyourawakening.com. I will see you guys soon with another video. Take care, guys.